Hey, Mark from Quiz Heroes here, and welcome to this week's quiz. This week's quiz is the Ultimate Quiz Challenge. We have 4 different categories and 40 challenging questions. This week's categories are history, the arts, music, and general trivia. And the first round is the history round. Here comes question number 1. Who reigned on the throne of the UK at the start of World War II? Was it George VI, George V, or George IV? And the answer is George VI. Let's move on to question number 2. Who was the first Roman Catholic to be elected as the US President? Was it Ronald Reagan, John F. Kennedy, or Dwight Eisenhower? And the answer was John F. Kennedy. Here's question number 3. Who won the Nobel Peace Prize alongside John Hume in 1998? Was it Jody Williams, Joseph Rotblat, or David Trimble? And the answer was David Trimble. Question number 4. In 1938, Douglas Hyde was the first president of which country? Was it Ireland, Guernsey, or Jersey? And the answer was Ireland. Question number 5. In ancient Greece, what were biremes and triremes? Were they buildings, ships, or laws? And the answer was ships. Question number 6. In the UK, who was the first Prime Minister to come from the Labour Party? Was it Ramsay MacDonald, Clement Attlee, or Harold Macmillan? And the answer was Ramsay MacDonald. Question number 7. Which country is Owain Glyndwr a hero of? Is it Wales, Scotland, or Ireland? And the answer was Wales. Question number 8. The Second World War started in which year? Was it 1937, 1938, or 1939? And the answer was 1939. Let's move on to question 9. The Battle of Naseby was a key event in which conflict? Was it the War of the Roses, the English Civil War, or the 100 Years' War? And the answer was the English Civil War. And the final question of this round, question number 10. What killed around a fifth of London's population in 1664 and 1665? Was it the Great Fire of London, the Great Plague, or the Black Death? And the answer was the Great Plague. Let's move on to round number 2. Round number 2 is the arts round, and here comes question number 1. Which Dutch artist painted a series of pictures called Sunflowers? Was it Vincent van Gogh, Rembrandt, or Claude Monet? And the answer was Vincent van Gogh. Question number 12. In which English city is the Marlowe Theatre? Is it Salisbury, Cambridge, or Canterbury? And the answer is Canterbury. Question number 13. Which Russian composer wrote the 1812 Overture? Was it Tchaikovsky, Stravinsky, or Borodin? And the answer was Tchaikovsky. Question number 14. The artists Gauguin, Monet and Matisse were what nationality? Were they Dutch, French, or Belgian? And the answer was French. Question number 15. The words Jabberwock, Chortle and Galumph were coined by which children's author? Was it Roald Dahl, Lewis Carroll or Dr. Seuss? And the answer was Lewis Carroll. Let's move on to question 16. Pericles was a prince of which city according to a Shakespeare play? Was it Tyre, Tarsus or Ephesus? And the answer was Tyre. Question number 17. Ernest Hemingway's novella, The Old Man and the Sea, was set in which country? Was it Mexico, Peru or Cuba? And the answer was Cuba. Question number 18. Who is the author of Wolf Hall? Is it R.R. George, Hilary Mantel or Philippa Gregory? And the answer was Hilary Mantel. Question number 19. Which famous fictional detective first appeared in The Study of Scarlet? Was it Hercule Poirot? Was it Maigret? Or was it Sherlock Holmes? And the answer was Sherlock Holmes. And the final question of this round, question 20. According to a novel by James M. Cain, who always rings twice? Is it the postman, the builder, or the plumber? And the answer is the postman. Let's move on to round number 3. Round number 3 is the music round, and here's the first question. Who is the lead singer of the Arctic Monkeys? Is it James Blunt, Alex Turner, or Ricky Wilson? And the answer was Alex Turner. Question 22. What group did Shaun Ryder form after the Happy Mondays split? Was it Sour Melon, Red Berry, or Black Grape? And the answer was Black Grape. Question number 23. Sister Sledge had a #1 single in the UK in 1985 with which song? Was it We Are Family, Frankie, or Lost in Music? And the answer was Frankie. Here's question 24. Which singer duetted with Beyoncé on the single Beautiful Liar? Was it Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys, or Shakira? And the answer was Shakira. Question number 25. What was the name of the Beatles' first UK album? Was it Please Please Me, Help, or Rubber Soul? And the answer was Please Please Me. Question number 26. What was the name of legendary blues singer B.B. King's guitar? Was it Lucille, Molly, or Dorothy? And the answer was Lucille. Question number 27. Which Elton John song did Kate Bush also take into the UK charts in 1991? Was it Daniel, Rocket Man, or Circle of Life? And the answer was Rocket Man. Question number 28. Which Queen song was a UK #1 Christmas hit in both 1975 and 1991? Was it We Are the Champions, Radio Gaga, or Bohemian Rhapsody? And the answer, of course, was Bohemian Rhapsody. Question 29. In the song by Bob Marley, how many little birds were there? Was it 2, 3, or 4? And the answer was 3. And the final question of the music round, question 30. Which song was Michael Jackson's only UK Christmas number 1 in 1995? Was it Scream, Earth Song, or You Are Not Alone? And the answer was Earth Song. Let's move on to the final round of this week's quiz, the general trivia round. And here comes question number 1. In which Polish city was Marie Curie born? Was it Krakow, Warsaw, or Gdansk? And the answer was Warsaw. Question number 32. What is Saturn's largest moon? Is it Titan? Is it Rhea? Or Hyperion? And the answer is Titan. Question number 33. Which UK city's brown ale is known for its blue star logo? Is it Newcastle, Sunderland, or Manchester? And the answer was Newcastle. Question number 34. Often used to congratulate people at a Jewish wedding, what Yiddish phrase means good luck? Is it Bezrat Hashem, L'Shem, or Mazel Tov? And the answer is Mazel Tov. Question number 35. How many hearts does an octopus have? Is it 1, 2, or 3? And the answer is 3. Question number 36. Which slimy character did Brad Dourif play in Lord of the Rings? Was it Grima Wormtongue? Was it Gollum? Or was it Elrond? And the answer was Grima Wormtongue. Question number 37. At Pontifex is whose Twitter handle? Is it Pink, the Pope, or Post Malone? And the answer is the Pope. Question number 38. On which of the Channel Islands are all cars prohibited? Is it Herm, Sark, or Alderney? And the answer was Sark. Question number 39. Which Alfred Hitchcock film is set in just one room? Was it Rope, Vertigo, or Blackmail? And the answer is Rope. And the final question of this week's quiz, question 40. Malva pudding from African cuisine contains what flavour of jam? Is it strawberry, orange, or apricot? And the answer was apricot. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this week's quiz. How did you do? Please leave your scores in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell to be alerted to all the latest quizzes. Oh, and by the way, if you enjoyed this quiz, you're going to love these. See you next time.